Kanye West just exposed the Kardashians for allegedly profiting over $200 million from Britney Spears' conservatorship. And the timing couldn't be more suspicious. Right after the Kardashians somehow convinced Britney to appear in a friendly video with them, Kanye jumped on social media with receipts showing their direct connection to Lou Taylor, the Hollywood executive who masterminded Britney's entire conservatorship nightmare. We're talking about court documents, business ties, and money trails that connect the Kardashians to one of the most exploitative legal arrangements in entertainment history. According to Kanye and multiple investigators, the Kardashians weren't just aware of what was happening to Britney. They actively profited from it. Let's break down how this worked. From 2008 to 2021, Britney Spears was trapped under a conservatorship controlled by her father, Jamie Spears. A conservatorship is supposed to be for people who genuinely cannot take care of themselves, like elderly people with dementia or individuals with severe disabilities. But Britney was working full-time. She was performing sold-out shows in Las Vegas, recording albums, and functioning at a level that clearly showed she didn't need someone else controlling her life. Yet the conservatorship remained for 13 years. So how did this begin? Enter Lou Taylor, owner of TriStar Entertainment. According to reports from the Free Britney movement, Jamie Spears had borrowed over $40,000 from Lou. When it came time to pay it back, they created a plan that would benefit both of them massively. Put Britney in a conservatorship. Once Jamie had control over Britney's fortune, he could pay Lou back plus give her millions more. Britney's own mother confirmed in her memoir that Lou and Jamie discussed the conservatorship as early as when Britney was first hospitalized in 2008. This wasn't a last-minute decision made in Britney's interest. This was allegedly planned from the beginning. Now, here's where the Kardashians enter. Court documents from 2020 and 2021 show Lou Taylor listed as the agent for service of process for multiple Kardashian business entities. That means if those companies got sued, legal paperwork would go to Lou. She wasn't a casual acquaintance. She was embedded in their business operations. The companies under her name include Kim's KKW Fragrance, Kylie's King Kylie LLC, Kris's Kardashian Jenner Family Foundation, Kendall's 818 Tequila, and Travis Scott's Cactus Jack. That's not a small connection. That's the kind of relationship you only have with someone you trust completely with your financial dealings. According to investigators following Britney's case, Lou allegedly funneled Britney's conservatorship money through TriStar into Kardashian ventures to launder it. One primary beneficiary? Kylie Cosmetics. Think about the timing. Kylie's makeup line exploded during the exact period Britney was trapped. Kylie was crowned the youngest self-made billionaire. But questions arose about where that initial capital came from. Building a cosmetics empire that fast requires massive funding, and the Kardashians have never been transparent about their business backing. Then there's Kim. Right after Britney's money allegedly moved through these channels, Kim bought a mansion in cash. Not a mortgage, pure cash. When you're buying mansions worth millions in cash, while your business partner manages finances of someone in an exploitative conservatorship, people connect dots. One investigator claims the Kardashians didn't just profit $200 million like Kanye said. The real number is closer to $600 million. That's generational wealth allegedly built on exploiting someone who couldn't fight back. Journalist Liz Crokin laid it out clearly last year. She wrote that the Kardashians and Diddy are clients of Lou Taylor's TriStar. She pointed out Taylor was the mastermind behind Britney's conservatorship, which Britney compared to sex trafficking. She stated Kylie's cosmetic company was potentially used to launder Britney's money. When credible journalists publicly connect these dots, there's substance behind the allegations. Here's what makes this hypocritical. During the Free Britney movement, the Kardashians posted support publicly. They shared hashtags and acted concerned. But behind the scenes, they invited Lou Taylor to Kris's birthday party. The woman who orchestrated Britney's captivity was celebrating with the family that allegedly made millions off it. You can't support someone's freedom while maintaining relationships with the person who took it away. That's not allyship. That's PR damage control. Lou isn't just tied to Britney, she's linked to Diddy's alleged trafficking operation. Kanye referenced this in tweets where he called out the Kardashians. He wrote, "They exploit children and he's convinced his own kids are caught up in it." Those are serious allegations from someone who was married into that family and saw things the public doesn't. But here's the terrifying part. Kanye revealed they tried to put him in a conservatorship exactly like Britney. The playbook was identical. According to Kanye, the plan was to get doctors to misdiagnose him with illnesses he doesn't have. then prescribe massive amounts of lithium, a psychiatric medication that causes cognitive damage in high doses. The goal was to pump so much into his system that he'd actually lose his mind. Once his behavior deteriorated from medication, they'd point to that as proof he needed a conservatorship. Then they'd have access to his billions. Kanye talked about this publicly. When he asked doctors how much lithium they wanted to prescribe, it took 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed by the dosage. Kanye refused the medication. He said if he'd taken it, he wouldn't be alive or would be a shell of himself. He compared it to Britney, saying 10 years of that medication wrecked her brain, and you can see there's not much of her left. Britney confirmed this during court testimony. She said her family gave her large amounts of lithium to use against her in court. She wanted to sue them and expose what they did instead of keeping it secret. She wanted to share her story publicly, but her attorney said she legally couldn't expose them. She said staying silent makes it seem acceptable, and it's not. Now let's discuss another piece. Kris opened California Community Church, where members paid $1,000 monthly plus over 10% of earnings as tithes. On the surface, it looked like tax avoidance, but when you connect this to Lou and Diddy, a darker picture emerges. According to reports, Lou allegedly used church funds to pay off Diddy's victims. The church received charity donations that looked legal, but were allegedly hush money. If true, the Kardashians participated in money laundering to cover up crimes. That's not just unethical, that's potentially criminal conspiracy. So with all this information circulating, with Kanye exposing them, with investigators connecting trails, with court documents proving business ties to Lou, why is Britney suddenly in videos with the Kardashians? That's what has everyone concerned. Recently, Britney posted a video hanging out with them, acting like friends. People who care about her are terrified. Comments were filled with warnings. People saying the Kardashians are earning her trust to engineer another conservatorship. Others pointing out that most terrible things in Britney's life happened because she's not careful about who she trusts. And now, after barely escaping a 13-year nightmare, she's spending time with the family that allegedly stole hundreds of millions from her. It doesn't make sense unless something's happening behind the scenes. There are possible explanations. 1. Britney doesn't know about their alleged involvement. Maybe no one showed her the evidence. 2. She knows but was convinced to play nice through threats or promises. 3. And this is scariest, they're grooming her for another conservatorship. Get close, earn trust, then when she struggles, suggest she needs help managing things again. And she's trapped. The pattern is there. Lou still operates, the Kardashians still work with her. Britney is vulnerable. California passed conservatorship reforms after Britney's case, but determined people with money can still manipulate the system. What's chilling is how calculated this seems. The Kardashians didn't accidentally end up with Lou. They didn't accidentally benefit financially during Britney's conservatorship. They didn't accidentally invite Lou to parties while supporting Free Britney. And they're not accidentally befriending Britney now. Every move seems designed to control the narrative. Kanye tried warning people. He spoke about his near miss with conservatorship. He called out the Kardashians by name. He connected dots between Lou, conservatorships, exploitation, and money. What happened? He was dismissed as crazy. His statements were used as evidence he needs help. The thing he warned about was used against him in real time. That's how this system works. Speak up and you're labeled unstable. Fight back and you're difficult. Try to expose what's happening and you're paranoid. Meanwhile, people doing harm continue operating because they have resources to manage their image and make problems disappear. The evidence is substantial. Court documents show their business relationship with Lou. Timelines show financial growth correlating with Britney's conservatorship. Kanye's testimony provides insider knowledge. Investigative journalists connected money trails. And Britney is back in their orbit while still rebuilding. If allegations are true, the Kardashians built a significant portion of their empire on exploitation. Not general exploitation, but specific targeted exploitation of a woman legally prevented from defending herself. Someone who spent 13 years as essentially a prisoner, working constantly but unable to access money, make decisions, or speak freely. And if they tried this with Kanye, it's not just about Britney. It's a pattern, a business model. Find someone with wealth. Create a situation where they seem unstable. Get them into conservatorship, control assets, profit, repeat. Lou allegedly tried this with Lindsay Lohan, suggesting they actively looked for targets. Britney deserves the truth. She deserves to know who profited from her suffering and how. She deserves to make informed decisions about who she allows into her life. The conservatorship ended, but consequences remain. Money taken isn't returning. Relationships destroyed aren't repaired. People who allegedly orchestrated it operate freely, still accumulating wealth, presenting as successful businesswomen. If justice means anything, that can't be the end. The truth about the Kardashians' connection to Britney's conservatorship is still coming to light, and Star Savvy will keep you updated as more evidence emerges and people continue to speak out. Don't miss any revelations in this developing story. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and turn on notifications so you stay informed on every new detail about what really happened behind the scenes.